So today I'm doing a quick unboxing and just going to kind of introduce the premise of the reviews I'm hoping to do in the near future. So what I've gone ahead and done is on eBay I found and purchased several different models, 6 models it looks like of small SSDs that come generally in OEM laptops. And at least for the project I'm doing, I was initially focusing on 2230 and 2242 M.2 drives, primarily because I have a motherboard I want to boot off of a PCI Express NVMe M.2 drive, and it will only accept 2230 or 2242 drives. So that made me start looking around the internet trying to find some reviews, and I didn't really find any. I did find a few reviews, including one by Anantech, of a terabyte BG4 by Kioxia. I guess that's how you pronounce it. But it's the terabyte model isn't going to really be reflective of the performance of the drives that you're going to find on eBay, mostly because those are 128 or 256 gigabyte models in most cases. And so I decided to just go ahead and order a whole bunch of drives. Um, I ended up with 6 different 128 gig drives, and then I also purchased a 256 gig BG4. The drives that I'm unboxing today are an SK Hynix BC501, a Lite-On CL1, or maybe it's called the CL1-3D, a Samsung PM991, and a Union AM610. In case you're not familiar with Union, they seem to be a joint venture between Lenovo and Ramexel out of Shenzhen, China, where they produce, I'm assuming lower cost solid state drives for Lenovo. And then of course should be familiar with the Kioxia BG4, as that model has actually gotten a decent bit of press, and I'm still awaiting the arrival of a Western Digital SN520. Don't mind the, I'm assuming, jump cut that I've done. I had forgotten to, of course, in some way obscure my address, as well as the seller's address from the packaging. So I'm going to go ahead and be unboxing this guy here, still unopened. So let's see what we've got here. All right, so the packing slip can go. Of course, I may need to cut a few frames there. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So it looks like the seller's done a good job of sealing these inside of anti-static packaging here. This is the CL1 drive, which is the Lite-On. This is the SK Hynix BC501. This is the Union memory. Notably, this one's a 2242 drive, not a 2230. And here's my Samsung PM991. So let's go ahead and cut these open. And I guess in hindsight, I'll need some sort of a cutting surface for my next unboxing. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and unbox each of these and show them to the camera separately at the end, so I only have to adjust focus once, since that's a little bit tricky. All right, so in no particular order, let's go ahead and do some up close and personal shots here. So this is the Union drive, the AM610. Let's see if I can get that focus to dial in a little bit better here. There we go, that's just perfect. Yeah, you can read all the markings off of there. And based on just feeling it, it feels like this has 2 packages on it, maybe even 3. I may have to pull off the sticker here after I've done some testing in case that the sticker is doing absolutely anything at all in terms of heat spreading, although it does appear to just be a normal plastic sticker here. So I'm assuming there's probably a RAM and or memory along with, RAM and a controller along with the flash package. Oops. And here we have, this is the Lite-On drive. And I'll go into a decent bit more detail with all of these with research in an upcoming article. The stickers on the 2230 drives are a lot smaller, so I got to get closer so they're actually visible. And this one looks like it has a discrete controller along with a flash package on it. And as I recall, yeah, I'm not gonna guess, but I think it's got either an SMI or a Phison controller on it. SK Hynix. And it's a little hard to tell, but I think that this is a single package controller flash, and if there's any DRAM, all in one package. But yeah, I think that all these are going to be DRAM-less models. And then, of course, last but not least, we have the Samsung PM991, at least out of the packages I received today. Oh, there we go. And actually, I went ahead and brought this and had it prepped to show earlier. This is the Kioxia BG4. This is the 128 gig model I have. It's currently on an M.2 Riser card just so I can use it on a machine that I'm trying to test with that doesn't have M.2 on it, or I guess rather it does, but the M.2 slot only has a PCI Express 2.0 by 2 connector, which isn't really enough to let these drives, even these not super high performance drives, it doesn't let them stretch their legs in terms of what they're really capable of. So yeah, but anyway, I'm planning on setting up a test bench that will go ahead and allow me to do full performance testing on these. I've got a couple of different options. Of course, I'm also working on different methodologies, and of course, the test bed and methodologies will improve as I come up with better ideas for how to test these and where, on what kind of a system to test these, just because I decided to do this kind of off the cuff. So hopefully this hasn't been too uninformative. Hopefully this hasn't been too long and rambly. Best of luck, and I'll see you guys next time around.